Right.
The space is the spacing good for same-sex interviewer and interviewee. Can we go? We are still here at the HRDC Third Summit at Emperor's Palace. We have this afternoon Mr. Gideon Potgieter from Resolution Circle. They are involved in training graduates in getting them ready for workplace. He will tell us more about Resolution Circle and the programs and services that they offer, and probably make a call to other social partners and tell us more about the services that they offer to universities and the students and their graduates. Mr. Potgieter, tell us more about Resolution Circle. What is your role, and what would you advise your partners such as employers to contribute towards this initiative?
Right, so my role, I manage the company. I'm the managing director or the CEO of the company. We basically take engineering diploma students. They study for 2 years at University of Technology, and they then need to do a 1-year practical workplace readiness. So we provide that service to a number of universities of technology. From a corporate or company perspective, employees, potential employers, how they could assist is when we have them ready, to provide inputs into what do they need, what are their needs. And obviously when we have them ready, when they've graduated with their diplomas, to take them up in the workforce.
Now, there's always been complaint that some of these people, we train them and then they graduate, they are workplace ready. But then there is no absorption. Industry is not absorbing people at the right pace that they should be. Then the kind of skills that they would have acquired get sort of obsolete after a year or two in this context of improving automation processes in industry. How would we ensure that we place people that we train at the end of the day?
Right. So there's been a lot of talk in the recent years about this Industry 4.0. We are cognizant of that fact, and therefore, considering we have engineering diploma students who have just completed 2 years of engineering theory and technology, a big portion of what we do is to prepare them for that. So we have them work on real projects. So in that year, that third year of their study, we first train them, and then once we believe they have attained a certain skill, we let them work on real world projects, which is linked to automation and this whole Industry 4.0. So some of our particular modules are specifically linked to that, of what's coming.
I would imagine for you to keep up with the expectations of industry in terms of the quality of the output that you prepare for them, you always keep in touch, you probably on a regular basis meet, research, assess their needs, get up to date and so on. What is the closeness of your relationship between the institutions, academic institutions, and industry?
Right. Okay, so I think a big role that we play is that bridging between the industry and academia. So because of us serving a number of universities of technology, we obviously have to be very close to them to meet their requirements, for them to be able to issue their diploma on the one side, on the academia side. And then in the industry, we're working with combination of state-owned enterprises, private sector, corporate companies, small, medium enterprises, in some cases even technology startups. And there we understand the real needs of what industry needs, and therefore we then build that bridge between what academia is offering in terms of what they're studying in class, and then what the real needs of industry is.
I would imagine you don't just pick up anybody who has a minimum theory to qualify for workplace readiness. How do you get your enrollments?
Right, so we are generally oversubscribed in terms of the number of places we have available, which means we have to do screening. It's very difficult considering the numbers of people that we have to screen, that we can't go into too much depth as you would do in a typical interview. So a leading aspect for us is grades, how well they do at university. So we look at their theoretical grades, And this is unfortunate for the ones that have not studied so hard, but for the ones who've worked hard and studied hard and obtained good grades, they have the best chance, the best opportunity of getting in.
One last question. Can I, as a graduate, work from home, come and apply to join you to prepare me for the workplace? And if so, how do I do that?
Okay, so we have 2 intakes per year. So people who are still in study, who still need to graduate, we have 2 intakes per year, July and January. So July for the second semester, January for the first semester. And then for graduates, we open up the applications by the end of the year. That's online. So on our website, Resolution Circle, it's not always open. So when the window opens, which we normally open the window in June for the July intake, and we open November, December for the January intake. For the undergrads, and then the ones who have graduated already, we open up the window in November for the next year's intake.
Thank you very much. Before we part, your website is
www.resolutioncircle.co.za.
Thank you very much, Mr. Potgieter.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Potgieter from Resolution Circle. They prepare graduates for the workplace. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, thanks, man.